Good morning, beautiful humans. It's Wednesday, and wow, I've been reflecting on investing. And if any of you follow me or are with me on social media, you'll know that I invest in stocks and cryptocurrency. It's one of my multiple sources of income, which I'm all about, setting ourselves up for that massive success in our areas of wealth and abundance, right? So we can be in our highest and then give in our highest back to the world. It's so powerful to be in that space. Um, but I wanted to talk about the first thing that you should invest in. I was really reflecting on this because I have a lot of people asking me questions about it, how I do it, how it works, how do I pick things, all the things. And I'm like, I don't know, right? And I reflected on that in my meditation this morning. And here's what I came up with. The best investment that you can ever make in this lifetime is in yourself. I know that was super cliche, not exciting. It wasn't like some earth shattering news. Like, we all know this, right? The only reason that I'm able to invest my actual money, that energy in the form of money, is because I'm aligned in a very deep way, okay, with myself, my higher self, the universe. And so from that state, I'm able to make good choices, smart, aligned choices, because I've done the inner work, right? And the more we do on the inside, it keeps getting reflected externally, right? So all the things that I'm doing are just showing up in my external life, okay? So here's the thing. I have invested tens of thousands of dollars into myself over the past several years. Well, probably like 4 or 5 years now. Tens of thousands of dollars. I don't regret a penny of it. No. Um, that I've actually invested much more money into myself than I did in stocks and cryptos, because that's my foundation. And even as of right now, the return of that investment I made into myself, if I wanted to quantify that in terms of monies in the stocks, I probably like 4 or 5 times my own investment, or maybe, oh no, I'm sorry, that's 4 or 5 times my initial investment with my money. Probably about 3 times the investment into myself, right? Because I've spent different amounts on that. So that's where it is. That's where it starts, is with all of us, right? And so people have so many questions about making money through investments, but it's because I trust myself to make good choices, and I can make fast choices and intuit what I want to do. I'll also say I don't do it on my own. Okay, I'm not some fucking like money genius. I have someone who helps me like on a near daily basis with all of the different things, and that's his zone of genius. He loves doing the research and he's very good at it. And he helps me set me up. Well, helps me set me up for success in that area as well. And I've learned so much in all of that. And it really comes back to investing in yourself first. Because I wouldn't be in this higher self state of mind if I didn't do that. I just wouldn't. Like, I know that. I know where I was even 6 months ago. I was investing back then. I've been investing for actually about a year now. And I've probably made double in my investments in 2021 thus far, almost 4 months in, that I did the entire year of 2020. Okay. So exponential growth in that way. Okay. Smart, aligned, fast choices. Like, our higher self's fucking smart. They're logical. They're on point. I was thinking about this yesterday. I'm like, my higher self is a badass boss bitch. Like, she is fucking the bomb.com. So I'm just trusting her. I'm not getting caught up in like, oh, what if, what if, what if? There's no what if. There just is. I'm worth investing in first. And so are you. Invest in you. Because when you do the work to raise your value, raise your energy levels, your vibration, and right, all of the things, really get connected to your gifts and your dharma, then you can come back into the world and create like massive amounts of wealth or whatever you want. Maybe you don't want the like money wealth. Maybe you have a different idea of wealth, and that's beautiful and perfect too. We all have different things that speak to us. Maybe you don't like investing. Like, that is not for everyone. I'll also say, like, I can lean into my 15 years of corporate America experience working in banks and credit unions and finance. That helped me a bit. The collegiate education that I've received in business and finance, compliance and ethics has helped me quite a bit. And so I can like really repurpose all of that. And there was a time where I was like, this is the fucking like biggest waste of my time. Right. As I got more into spirituality, I was just like, I just wasted 15 years of my life. But no, it all makes sense now because I'm getting to use that experience and that knowledge in a different way to truly serve my highest and like propel me into my best life so then I can show up for you as my best and help all of you do the same. Like that is my heart and soul work, right? Is my coaching practice. And you know, that rolls into the multiple sources of income. Like why rely on one? I've got space to rely on multiple, so I will. I will do that. And so the beautiful thing about the investments is it's just minimal time and effort. It does require, like I would say, I check on it daily and there is some maintenance required. But if you have the systems in place to help you keep track of everything, it really just becomes sort of a self-moving thing. And you know, the person that I do this venture with, he just makes suggestions. He doesn't tell me. He's like, hey, this is a thing that I'm looking at. If you want to get into it, like I'll show you how. And then I into it. I'm like, do I want to be a part of that? I don't even bother learning that much about the thing. He educates me on a base level. And I'm like, wow, yeah, that sounds interesting. Or no, I'm going to pass. And then if I'm going to do it, I just decide, like, I let my higher self tell me, like, bam, okay, this is what you're going to put in there. Wonderful. And that's it. I don't fucking question it. I don't need to. Right. I trust myself to make good, solid decisions. My higher self knows what's up, and so does yours. So if you're not feeling as connected as and empowered to make those kinds of decisions for yourself in whatever way they show up, right? Again, I do want to just like say investments is something that's worked for me. And a lot of that has to do with my background and the support that I receive in that. But you may have a different way. We all have like millions of dollars worth of value just locked away inside of us, waiting to be let out so we can all live in our highest and help others do the same. And that will show up for us in so many different ways. Okay. Um, wow, yeah, I feel very passionately about this. Like, your value is the most important thing, right? It is the number one thing because that is where every other source of income is coming from, is you. You are that source of income for everything. Even though like investments, I'm not in control of how the markets work, but I am in control of what I do and how I operate within that, right? And so I've set some parameters for myself of like, I'm not going to obsess over it. I'm only going to invest what I'm willing to lose. Whoa, how about that? You know, I never put anything in there that I'm overly attached to because anything could happen at any time. And just knowing that, wow, has been so helpful for me and really like embodying that and living by that principle for that source of income. And the beautiful thing is that I get to take that income and put it back into myself. And so it's just this really beautiful cycle because the more I learn, grow, and expand, the more money I can make and be in my highest by using that. A lot of times, like being in the spiritual community, I just hear money get shamed and how it's evil and bad. Money is energy, it's a form of exchange, right? It's a currency. And so, you know, no matter how we're dealing with money, there's energy behind it. And so if we hate money and we think it's bad and we think that problems come from money, then that's what it's going to be. You know, a lot of people that I've seen and that I know who like want bartering to come back as a thing because they hate money. And I'm like, well, bartering is a form of currency. So it's money that you are not comfortable with. And there's some healing that can be brought there. That's a beautiful thing, a beautiful point of awareness. I went through that. I totally did. And now I see that it's just another form for us to receive and give, right? It's always a reciprocal exchange. Treat it with respect. And that starts with you treating you with respect and love and care and compassion. You are so valuable. I can't say that enough. You are worth investing in yourself because that is where all value, all money, all energy comes from in your life. You're so worth it. So treat yourself like a priority. Treat yourself like the investment that you are. It can be scary to invest, right? Like think about, oh, if I was going to invest money in crypto or the stocks, like you could feel the discomfort if you contemplate that. Feel the discomfort if you also contemplate investing in yourself on a and deeper level and higher financial commitment than you have in the past. Yeah, I feel that too. And I have I have multiple coaches, you guys, but I have, my longest term and, highest ticket coach is going to be about $20,000 this year. And I'm so happy to pay them that amount because I'm expanding them and they're expanding me every time we come together. And I'm so happy to give that money because I'm making money. What would this money in my investments really mean if I'm just hoarding it and letting it sit there? No, the reason or part of the reason I wanted to invest actual money into markets is so I could fuel the kind of life that I want to live. Is so I could take that investment and invest it back into myself and then invest in other people that I believe in. I believe in this coach's mission so much and I'm so happy to pay this amount of money. I've received like an incredible ROI on that already, and it's only April, and we have the rest of the fucking year to go. You are so worthy. You are so worthy right now. Invest in you. Ask your higher self what you need to invest in for you and go do it. Maybe it's not, a $20,000 coaching program like me. Maybe it's getting a massage. Maybe the best investment you could give yourself or make to yourself right now is going for a fucking walk. Maybe it's selling some shit that no longer serves you. Maybe it's giving money away. Wow, what a beautiful investment that is the art and act of giving our wealth. That's a beautiful thing too. And that's expansive to us, which makes it an investment. Beautiful. You're so amazing. And I believe in you so much. You are so valuable and you have truly an infinite source of income inside of you already. All you have to do is open yourself up to it and invest in yourself and unlock that and bring it to life and see what possibilities wait for you there. All right, my friends. Love you lots. That's what I got for you today. And I will catch you on the flip side.